Hey, this is Neil-Asher from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, where we help Australians just like you start their own online business selling things right here in Australia. We've got over 2,000 members with sales of over $50 million, and you can find out more by going to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. Selling in the UK and the EU from here in Australia can be incredibly profitable to do. But what about the VAT requirements to do that? I'm going to talk you through what they are and how to get them now. Next, for all the POMs. Now, I'm going to preface this. So it's a question from Shiv. Shiv says, what are the UK and Europe VAT registration requirements? Okay, so that's the question. And I'm going to preface it by saying this. Two things. Now that Brexit has happened, it is much more onerous in terms of the requirements for VAT because now you need to register in two places. So previously you could just register for VAT in the UK, for instance, and that would be enough for you to go sell everywhere within the EU. And now, of course, you can't do that. So now you have to register in at least two places, the UK and one other place within the EU. For me, that's Germany. So I'm in the UK registered and also in Germany registered. That's how I kind of handle that, all right? And then I just ship everything out from Germany. That's kind of how I work. But for you got to figure that shit out for yourself. Secondly, the UK and Europe is a really very, very good market. It is actually, after Australia, my two fastest growing markets where I sell. So in terms of the rate of speed that those marketplaces are growing at, Australia is my fastest, and then the UK and the EU markets are my second and third fastest respectively. So if you're thinking about where to sell next, then it's great. It's a great idea to think about selling there. There's a lot of money to be made there for sure. Used to be India, but God, India's just gone nuts at the minute. Modi, the dude what runs the country, has gone on an all-out assault on and gone into this whole protectionism thing. Geopolitics gone crazy, and so now there's a lot of shit going on in India with regards to selling online, and it's actually become a bit of a pain in the ass. And my India business it's died in the arse. So I don't expect that to go along all the time, but right now, that's what's going on. There's a lot of politics at play, a lot of crazy shit going on, and my India business has died in the arse. So I'm kind of focused on Oz specifically and the UK and EU because of that. Anyway, so let's talk about what the hell we need to talk about, and that is what's the registration things. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to make the assumption that you are your company is based in Australia, so Pty Ltd company, or you're a sole trader based in Australia. Okay, so I'm going to make that assumption when I talk you through what's going on. Okay, so the VAT rules are actually pretty simple for us sellers who are based in Australia. It's actually pretty simple for us. You do not need to start, for instance, a limited company in the UK. You don't need to do that. You don't need to start a company in Germany or France or wherever it may be. You don't need to do any of that either. Okay, you can operate and sell in the EU and in the UK with your Aussie business entity, whether that's a company or a sole trader. Okay, you do, however, and ought to register for VAT in those countries. You absolutely should, because you'll have to pay VAT getting your shit into the country, and you'll be charged VAT anyway when you make a sale. So Amazon collects VAT on everything. Unless you account for that, you just lose that money. Okay, so you won't be able to get any money back. So it's best to register for for VAT. And VAT works pretty much the same as GST. Same kind of idea. We kind of collect that and hold it for the government, and then we either pass on the burden of giving it to the government to somebody else, or we have the burden of giving it to the government ourselves. Okay, so same but different name. What are the registration requirements, Asher? Answer the freaking question, would ya? All right, so it's very easy is the best answer to this. Why do I need all that shit? Why did I say that? It's very easy. So it's very simple. Amazon can do all that shit for you. And so here's the link for that. Come on, Asher, get your shit together, mate. Send to all. So Amazon does all that shit for you. It's 400 quid, something like that, give or take, for the year. And they will register you for VAT. They will do all your VAT accounting for you. They'll do all of that for you, so you don't have to. 400 quid for the year, okay? So that's one option of doing that. And I think that's a very, very good option, particularly when you're just getting started. That's the simplest way of handling that. The other way of doing it is to go and register yourself for VAT and put yourself through that process yourself. Now, it is actually free to do that. It's delightful information. There you go. Free to do that. So you'll have to kind of make your own decisions about whether or not you want to do it yourself and save yourself 400 quid or get Amazon to do it. Okay. For me, I didn't want to mess about with it, and so I just got Amazon to do it for me. It's much, much easier in my opinion. I'm all for outsourcing rather than doing shit myself. The other thing you'll need as well, if you're going to go sell into the UK or indeed into Europe, send to all, is you're going to need a AOE number. So you'll definitely need an AOE number. You need that to get your stuff into the country. You need that to move your stuff between countries, between the UK and the EU, between EU countries. You'll need that. So you'll need an AOE number as well, okay? Again, that is free, super, super easy, and you can have one in your business or sole trader in the Australias. I think that's it. I think that's pretty easy. It's super easy to do. The idea of it, like most things in life, the idea of it is much more complicated than the thing itself. So my advice would be just go ahead and do it. You'll quickly figure out it's actually super easy to do. And the UK and EU markets are brilliant markets to go sell in. Really, really good. I really recommend that. No silence in a circle. Yes, I love silence in a circle. I'm going to do it in a circle in a second. Okay. Australia's a minimum which is required to register. It's not required to register. It's like you can do 85 grand up to, and then you register. But I'm going to say get your GST in Australia. You will be paying GST on everything. You know, you got to pay GST to get your shit into the country. You'll be paying GST on Amazon makes things. Just register. Just get it registered. It's much better to start as you mean to go on. I would absolutely register for GST in Australia as well. All right. I think that's it for that. That was a video taken from my regular Monday night Q&A session that we have here at the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. Every week we jump on a call just like you saw, and I'm just answering questions, helping people build their Amazon business. If you'd like to get myself to help you build your Amazon business, you can find out more by going to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. See you on the inside. Bye for now.